There is a problem with Chef Gordon Ramsay's burger game, and we are going to expose it right now on Ballistic Burgers. Let's get going. We're kicking this recipe off with a blend of 70% chuck, 20% beef short rib, and 10% added beef fat into this mince. And I want to set things straight. I'm a big fan of Gordon Ramsay. This was a request to do his perfect burger. It's the F-word burger, I believe. But when I was watching him cook burgers on video, he's doing something that I am adamantly against, and we're going to show you that right now. And just for the record, I've been to his burger restaurant in Las Vegas. I'll tell you about what I walked away with my opinion after when I'm done with this cook. And just a few days ago, my family and we went to Hell's Kitchen. Unbelievable. Again, a lot of respect to Gordon Ramsay, but he's got to change his burger game. So to this grinder, we're going to season it. We're going to add some kosher salt. This is where one of my problems. I think that the patty should be treated like a steak, and you wouldn't inject a bunch of seasonings into a steak. You know, get a nice seasoned crust on the outside and let the inside speak for itself. Again, we got short rib chuck, a lot of flavor here, added fat, a lot of richness. Gonna add some freshly ground black pepper, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some red chili flakes. Again, unnecessary in my opinion, unnecessary. Okay, now I'm going to build a nest like you would with flour if you're making pasta. I have here 1 egg yolk. Put that in. And we're going to mix everything together, kind of fold it in. Now Ramsay suggests, you know, doing this the night before. This meat's really cold. I'm sure the night before you're going to get, you know, more of a bloom, I guess, with those spices, the seasonings. But we're doing it right now in front of you. So have my burger ring down, pastry cutter, add some meat, and it's a pretty thick burger we're going to be making here. Now we don't want to pack it too hard, just hard enough to hold everything together. One of Ramsay's logic with, you know, that egg yolk is to hold it together, and I just don't think it's necessary. I've never had a burger fall apart, and they don't shrink and they don't swell up as long as you're packing it right. Again, I just don't get it. And there we are. Let me get my hands washed and we'll move on to the next step. All right, now before this hits the grill, Ramsay uses some grapeseed oil. I'm using avocado oil, both kind of neutrally flavored, high smoking point. More salt. More pepper. And get the other side. Again, more salt. More pepper. Set this off to the side right here. Pretty thick sliced onion there. Go with some more oil. More salt. Pepper. Other side. All right, we are ready to cook. Now, Gordon Ramsay in his video, he was using a gas grill. I'm using my Golden's cast iron Kamado, so I'm going to be cooking on live fire. I'm expecting probably it will have a little bit more of a smoky flavor than his had, which it's not a bad thing, right? Let's go ahead and start cooking. So I'm cooking with a lump charcoal hardwood. I have my divider in, so I do not have any charcoal here. Right here, it's pretty darn hot. This way, if it starts getting a little out of control because of how hot it is, I can move it over to a cooler zone. Get that onion on. And that giant patty down. Now I'm going to close that lid. The lid damper is opened about a quarter of a way, and that's going to help kind of prevent some of the flare-ups that might happen inside while the lid's closed. So I've brioche bun, and on the flip I'll be toasting this up. First we're going to season this. A little of that, again, avocado oil. Some salt. Some pepper. So we have some moisture pooling up on the top of this burger, and we are going to go ahead and give this a flip. Got some flames building up here, so we're going to temper that by closing the lid. All right, let's get these onions flipped. The bun's down. Lid closed. Toast the top and the bottom of the bun. All right, we are going to baste this burger with some butter. Like that idea. I'm going to move this burger to the indirect side here, just let it finish up. Now I have here a blend of mayo and some whole seed mustard. Apply that onto the bottom of the bun here. Some butter lettuce. What I'm going to do is hold this, snap it in half, fold it. Put that right on top of the bun here. Some tomato, and I'm going to go ahead and season that tomato with a little salt, a little pepper. Burger is almost done. Some white cheddar. Put a dollop of that mayo mustard mixture on the top of the tomato. Cheese is melted. That burger patty down. Beautiful. Some of that grilled onion down. Beautiful. Some of that whole mustard mayo mixture. And crown that burger. And now to hold everything together, bamboo toothpick. And there we have it, Gordon Ramsay's F-word burger. It looks beautiful, and like I said, the only problem I have with it is all the stuff that went into that ground beef, that mince, before the patty was made. I say leave it alone, season the outside, and cook it like a steak. Let's give this thing a try. Nice. Very juicy. It's really good. I mean, that mayo is killer. It's just very simple, very seasoned, everything. So here's my takeaway. When my wife and I went to the Ramsay's burger place in Vegas, I ordered a burger, very excited. I mean, I'm a burger guy, and I've got well over 100 burger videos. I've done a lot of videos recreating very famous, iconic burgers from all over the world. And none of them are adding stuff, you know, seasonings and egg and everything to the mince. That's, like I said, I reserve that for meatloaf. Of course, there's no breadcrumbs in here, but I think it takes away from, it overpowers the beef. I want to taste a nice kind of a seared outside, you know, crusty, salty, peppery seasoning on the outside. Then I want to enjoy that beef flavor. This, especially with that, I mean, there's a lot of fat in the burger, which is a good thing. We added even more fat to the burger, which is a good thing. The egg yolk, it's overkill. It's just makes it way too rich. And I think all of the, you know, the garlic powder, the onion powder, and salt and pepper throughout, it doesn't need it. Just let that beef talk for itself. but I'm not saying it's not good, but I think it would be better without all that shit inside the mince. I'm sorry. Wow. It's good though. I mean, there's definitely a takeaway here. Anyway, thanks. This was actually a suggestion, so thank you for the suggestion. I'll see you on the next video. If you're not subscribed, please hit that sub button, ring the bell, thumb it up, and share the video if you could. It would really help my channel. See you on the next video. Cheers.